Okay, so here we go, Lord. I think this will be a good video, educational and whatnot for people with sexuality issues, drinking problems, addictions, just trouble and all. It's therapeutical at the end of the day. Because I assume, once again, I've come out cleaner on the other side, being, which again, I assume, drug-free. You know, I take Caplita at 21 milligrams daily now from tons of medication and tons of therapy, and I was on tons of street drugs, you know. I smoked cigarettes. I just finally quit those 2 years ago, which is the worst, the last one to boot, which is probably the worst one because it's legal and it's every day, every moment, you know, almost every hour you're smoking a cigarette, which is crazy, right? I need a haircut too. So, okay, and I wanted to start with signs, literal street signs. And I've started to think that there's signs from God. In ways you could relate it to that. It sounds a little crazy, right? Like a stop sign. If you go through the stop sign, you want to die. I mean, in ways. I can see if you roll through one, you know, or you just kind of speed through one to get by faster, then you're probably on drugs. Especially if the cops have warned you, you know. It's little things like that. It's like, it's a warning. You went through a stop sign, there's something wrong with you. It's a red sign with white letters that says stop. You either don't want to obey it, yeah, or hey, you have an issue, yeah. But this goes even deeper because relating to a suicide attempt, which is what I was hospitalized for a long time in Florida, when I really got a lot of help down in Florida, once again, near Punta Gorda. I forget the hospital again. And Carol would know, I'm sorry to say your name. If I say any names, I'm not going to say names, but if this relates to you and you want me to just delete the video, let me know. I'm sorry, but I love you all for being with me on that journey, helping me along the way, regardless of how I got there and how this started. So the stop sign, yeah, this was a suicide attempt, and I'm in Florida, and I was high on weed. I smoked weed. Someone offered me weed, and I took it, which is my option, right? I was drug dealed. I feel, you know what? That's the truth. You get somebody deals you with drug. It's a drug deal. Take it. Get angry all you want. That's what it is. That's what Satan does, in my opinion. And it's like the Garden of Eden. He gives you the drugs and you it's a forbidden. God said don't do that, and you do it anyway, you know? Mainly for the woman. That's what a man does it for. And the woman, I assume, is afraid of the devil. And the man wasn't strong enough to keep her away from the devil. And that's Adam and Eve in a nutshell. And the whole Bible story in a nutshell, right? That's the start. That's Genesis. God creates this beautiful world. And he says, don't eat that because that's death. And we eat it anyway. So, you know, because we want the knowledge. You need the knowledge, and God knows that. I assume that's the case, right? So you can stay away from it. And if you go back to it, then it's mortal sin, I guess. And that's where Catholicism comes in more strongly in the New Testament. Crazy, though, right? That's all crazy stuff. So it's crazy as it is. Whew. So I'm high off weed. I'm drinking. I'm partying, I'm sleeping around with women, thinking I'm testing my sexuality, masturbating constantly. This is very explicit, you know? And I'm not sexually happy at all. I'm drunk because I'm so drunk that I can't, mainly, and I'm so on drugs, that I can't feel any satisfaction from sex. I don't, from anyone, really. So I guess the devil gets me at that point, which starts it could get divine too, I'd like to say. And I started looking at trans porn and all types of porn. It was very dark, very dark. And it continued for a long time until I quit cigarettes, really, and just was able to man it out through prayer, which was why I eventually came back to Catholicism ultimately. And why I'm so big on it, because I'd say my biggest demon is lust, like, you know. The trans women online are so, it's the curiosity mixed in with the estrogen, and the man, it's got a penis and boobs. It's like all into one. So it's fucking fucked up, and you don't even know if it's real. It could be AI, and they put this on, you know, or maybe it is real, or maybe people would say, well, you're gay. You know, I don't think so, because there's other feelings that I have, and desires I want so much more strongly in my dreams and in my heart, and, you know, feelings that I truly want, that whenever I was done with that, and for lack of better words, I was never happy. So I never took it as far as actually physically acting upon a trans issue, but I did go there recently, right before, it was like the last straw. I was going to meet one of them on that site, Time Me. I'm telling you the truth. And for some reason I was in the ghetto or something like that. Ghetto, I'm sorry to say that. A rough area. It was like a ghetto area. And this woman asked me to get her garbage. I was very nice to her. I was scared, though, but I respected her, and then I just ended up leaving. I was going to meet which I thought was an attractive trans woman, a young trans woman. I don't know, you know. hopefully that is the devil. You know, you actually hope at this one because I don't want that. You want to procreate. You want a woman as a man. It makes you feel. It gets divine at that point, in my opinion. Once again, if anybody else agrees with that, that'd be great. That would help me feel better about myself. And I'm gonna stick with that because it's just, there's a different feeling, there's a different sexual energy with women, especially when they're fully developed and all that too. So you can take it back and back and back to all types of psychological stuff. So I run for walking too traumatizing. I'm sorry, it's hard. So I go through the stop sign and I leave my car in the middle of the street in Florida, a truck, my dad's truck, and I couldn't drive for a while after that. For a year about maybe I couldn't drive. I was very angry, always yelling at my parents too. I wasn't happy because of these issues, that no one really came to terms with. And I thought of a friend, and I had a dream, or like I like to say, a vision about the Virgin Mother. And after that dream, I started really. It was around Christmas time. I started really having an epiphany or breakthrough, and everyone thought I was crazy, because of this dream. So related to more recently me telling another amazing, beautiful person that I really love, and I wish, the best for, either way. So, Alanis Morissette, right? So, yeah. Now, this one person led me to this person. Now, I'd say I made a mistake because you're not supposed to break the laws of marriage. You're not supposed to. These are the rules, and that's why I probably had the vision ultimately anyway, which some of us know what the vision said on a note paper. It's crazy. It's like, So I was thinking about Fatima when I was praying today, the Our Lady of Fatima, and the 3 young children that were, I think one of them became a saint. Maybe they all became saints. The Mother Mary appeared to them at Fatima, and I was like, okay, just another story. But no, the reason why it was so big is because I assume, Father, and the priests and the church and the people that believe, people were having visions and everyone just thought they were crazy. So no one was saying this. Women were having visions, men were having visions. Okay, just kill this person, put them in a mental ward. They're not, And then I said, look what happened to me for just saying it myself, right? But your own family, people think you're crazy. But Fatima, and that's why they gave her such a hard time, I assume, because it had to show like, this person had a vision, and it was real from the Mother of God. So I guess that's what relates to that on that scale. For us as Catholics, that was her sacrifice, and wow, that's an amazing one. I really should make her saint of the day, at least. Well, not make her, but who am I to do that? So I got to really look into that more. And Our Lady of Fatima, wow. I have it right here too. Yeah, my mom's big on that. Is that it? Maybe that's it. My mom was very big on it. So was my grandmother in the movie and everything. And my grandmother said she saw the Virgin Mary talk to her too. So it's just, but this is Catholic stuff that sometimes you say it amongst your family and people think you're nuts. Among other recent activities. I mean, it just got crazy, but whatever. So that's really it. I interpreted the message not in full completion. I do believe there is something divine out there. And I do believe Mother Mary, I believe she actually says when, someone should be married. I think she marries people in ways. That's why it's married or married. It could be crazy. I don't believe the bacon fell off there. And I'm also wondering if anyone can relate that would make me feel a lot better. And there is hope, right? You have to get off drugs. You have to stop masturbating. You have to be truthful about your feelings across the board, which is the hardest part. And I'm still that's hard, Some things are so hard we can't even say them, right? They're just impossible to even say. And maybe that's fully being educated. So, I don't know. It was a really rough journey. I love you all, and that's just a little bit about it.